Welcome back. Well, here we are again in the Southern Moreton Bay Islands. This time a 4-day sailing trip based out of Russell Island. So day one was just simply putting the boat in at Redland Bay and sailing around to the top of Russell Island.
Well, let the adventures begin.
We had a nice 10-knot downwind run down the side of Panican Island, then around the bottom of Macleay Island and a little bit of upwind work before we reached Russell Island. Rob is a country member of the Royal Queensland Yacht Squadron. That means he has access to their little campground on the end of Russell Island called Canaipa. And it has a basic outdoor camp kitchen, including some barbecues, a fridge and a sink with running water, as well as a toilet and shower block. So this trip was clearly going to be a little bit more luxury than I'm used to. Rob is a very good 3D modeller, and he 3D printed some memorial beer can holders just to commemorate our awesome adventure. And pretty soon we'd barbecued ourselves a pretty decent dinner and had some beers and a bottle of red wine. It was awesome. Day two was planned to be a pretty big day, where we sailed up the inside of Stradbroke Island as far as Peel Island for lunch in the morning. And then in the afternoon, the plan was to sail from Peel Island back around Macleay and back to Russell. It was very, very light in the morning, so we ended up resorting to motoring a couple of times until the wind picked up. But we were in for a bit of a surprise in the afternoon with a pretty strong northerly that was forecast. We stopped off at Blakesley's anchorage on the way up just to have a little bit of a look at the campground. wind started to kick in, and we then continued up to Peel Island, where we ended up having some lunch. Peel Island never fails to impress. We arranged to meet a few of the Tindara sailors who live on Clay Island because they were very keen to have a look at the Pocketship. So we left Peel Island, and once we got out of the lee of the island, we realised that the northerly had really kicked in, and we had a solid 15-knot run and a bit of a developing sea behind us. But we managed to get ourselves around to the pontoon at Clay Island, and the guys were able to have a really good look at Kermadec.
One of the guys here had a scruffy shitty, a little one. We used to call him the kid. Because he didn't do that much more than us to launch it.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Oh no, we're going to be on bit. Hey, focus on the shirt.
Chucky neck back, you know. No more wrinkles.
Actually, you should focus on the shirt now.
Close.
I've got to get my guts in first.
Suck it in.
Plug it in.
He's got more text on the back.
Like, there's more on the back. Turning. PJ's want to catch up. How many you got, PJ?
None.
He's a virgin.
Okay, so that little bit of shenanigans was the shirt that Ian designed, where you can tick off all the islands around Moreton Bay that you circumnavigate as you manage to achieve that. It's a little bit of competitive fun. We then had a very boisterous sail upwind to get around the mark to avoid a big sandbank and back to Russell Island. Never looks that bad in the video, but it was actually blowing pretty strong by the time we got back. And a southerly change came through during the night, and it was gusting to 20 knots. So on day 3, we didn't do too much until the afternoon when we got a little bit of a lull in conditions.
Yeah. Well, that southerly's turned up.
Yeah, no, it's good. Cool. And you got your next green?
Yep, got it.
Good.
What's that?
Oh, something's just with them, mate. This trip's sponsored by Gage Road Breweries, Little Creatures, Pale Ale.
Yeah.
Preservative free, so it's a health drink.
Yeah, that's right.
Reading this on the label. Oh look, it's low alcohol.
Oh, it's low compared to what we've been drinking anyway.
We got a 7%er tonight too.
Oh, yes.
A special for the last night of the trip.
I'll tell you what, those beer can holders are really stable, and when the can's nearly empty, they don't blow over in the wind. On our last day, it was forecast to blow 20 knots by mid-morning, so we got up super early and did a dawn sail back to Redland Bay boat ramp. We found a local cafe on the mainland for breakfast, and then that was it. Our adventure was over and we went our separate ways. It was a really, really great 4 days.